We have seen them, and you have seen them all over town. People with big white signs and red letters with the words "Shame on." But those protesters aren't really protesters. They're hired out of labor offices and paid to picket. 9 Wants to Know investigator Jeremy Jojola ended up picketing the union himself when the union refused to answer for its questionable methods.
It's obvious they have a message.
They probably have an issue with somebody's labor practices.
There's definitely some sort of dispute.
We tried talking to the protesters directly.
So what's your message about today?
This is my first day working, so I'm not too familiar with it.
They either don't know why they're there.
So what is it? What kind of business is this Triads deal? You have no idea?
Or claim they don't speak English.
Yeah, I don't speak too good English.
¿No hablas inglés?
No, not too much English.
¿Qué es su mensaje aquí? 30 años y no habla inglés. Oh, sí.
Es que no nos dejan estar hablando mucho, la verdad.
So they don't let you talk? ¿Por qué no? Come on here.
Some of the protesters tell us they're day laborers, paid by a union called the Local 55.
What did they pay? What, like a couple dollars an hour or something like that? Okay. $10 an hour?
But of course, working for the union means getting union benefits, right?
Do you get union benefits now?
No.
The guys that are paying you here, are they paying you union benefits?
No.
Essentially, they're protesting for benefits they're not getting.
Are you actually like in construction?
No.
Oh, no?
No, they just sent me out here to hold the bag.
And they hand out flyers attacking a business for hiring a non-union contractor. The flyer claims the contractor is not paying area standard wages.
This campaign is really false and misleading.
Mark Latimer is the president of the Rocky Mountain Associated Builders and Contractors.
We're not anti-union.
He's been speaking on behalf of the targeted businesses who are too afraid to speak for themselves.
They're afraid of retribution or that they'd have more of their sites targeted.
And shame on is working. Latimer says some businesses hired union contractors after being protested, even though the worker pay is comparable. He says the union doesn't care who they push out. They just want the jobs for themselves.
They're not fighting for the workers, they're fighting for the jobs to be able to do those construction projects.
We've learned the Local 55 is part of the Southwest Carpenters Union.
What do we want?
A national union that's been hiring shame-on protesters in cities across the country, from Los Angeles to Washington, D.C.
Hi, Mr. Molecki.
We called the union numerous times.
Hi, is this Mr. Hal Jensen? Hi, Carrie. I'm looking for a Mr. Mark Thompson, please. You have no comment at this time?
Strange from a public union.
Hello?
So we made our own sign.
Let's see if we get a comment today. I don't think they're going to come out. I see some people moving in there. I wonder if they're calling a manager. Got to protect the skin. Got to stay young. Hello, Colleen. I'm the guy with the banner outside your front door. One woman's taking a picture, yeah. I hope this makes their Facebook page. How's it going? Hung up?
Nobody came out, so we tried the front lobby door.
See if anybody comments. The door is locked. Any comment? There's a woman right there. Hey, how you doing? No? You're not coming out? You didn't even acknowledge me.
Finally, after all of our questions, after all of our phone calls, after all of our pleading for a comment, someone inside decided it was time to speak.
You're on private property. Get off.
I'm with...
I'll have you arrested.
Okay.
Get off my property.
All right. Okay, any comment?
Get off my property.
Any comments about the shame on protest? All right. Get off the property.
So that's it from Local 55. It's clear they didn't like our banner and didn't want to share their story. What a shame.
And as you can see, we tried our best to get an explanation about what's really going on with the protests, but what can you do? Well, the union won't comment. We want you to comment about this story. We are having a debate about it right now through a live chat on 9news.com. Back to you guys.
9 Wants to Know investigative reporter Jeremy Jojola is joining us again. And Jeremy, you've been holding an online chat about your story tonight that aired earlier in the newscast. Our viewers had some questions that you are trying to answer for them. So what are you hearing from them?
You know, our chat is very active. You know, this is a talk about story because these protesters have been seen all over Denver, from the downtown area down to the DTC area. Let's go ahead and see if we can take this computer live and we can show you what some of the people on Twitter are saying. I don't know if you can see this quite clearly. I'll try to zoom in a bit. Sarah Ann Noel says, I thought it was a great story. KC3 Colorado said, great job on the story. Thanks for helping to expose the Shame On campaign. And then Andrew Cote, sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, I hope you mess those unions up. Corrupt ways like that shouldn't exist, even though they do way too often. So far, no negative comments yet. We want to hear more from you. This chat's going to be active through the 10 o'clock newscast, and of course, we're going to have my story air again at 10 o'clock coming up tonight. So we want to hear from you.
As I've told you, I've seen those people numerous times all over in my end of town, and I always just assumed, as I think just about everybody did, that they were part of the union.
Oh, a lot of people just assume that on first sight. A lot of people say, you know what, looks like there's some sort of bad labor dispute, and the businesses that are getting targeted say it's affecting their business.
Yes, as you explained in your story, and we'll take another look at the information again on 9 News at 10.
That's right.
All right, Jeremy Jojola in the Information Center. Jeremy, thank you, and we will be right back.